Oh, wow, look at this. I am live. Again, kind of new to this whole fun with YouTube and going live and whatnot. I used to do AV production in good old high school. Don't you love this lighting? Isn't this lighting great? See, I'm just a professional at this. Oh, white balance is off and everything, but that's not why you tuned in. So, seems like this is, I'm not the only one that loves this car. Geez, I wish I could just, there, is that better? That help? I have no like production assistant or anything. Anywho, no, I will not sell the car. Sorry, I can't remember who commented that, but I won't. The last time I saw one of these in my area, and by area I mean including surrounding states, yeah, Texas and Nevada, Arizona, was 4 years ago. And I was like, oh, maybe 10 minutes of and thing sold. It was I think it was an 85 or 87. I can't remember. Just about as ugly as this one, but I mean, heck, they're pretty hard to find. I guess a lot of them end up in junkyards or the dirt track. Like good old Derek from Vice Grip. I guess he had a slightly newer one. I think it was 91, and he went in, at least he got first in class, fifth overall in that thing. So yes, the plan is to restore the car. Not unfortunately not to like the day it rolled off the production line. There's just too many parts you just can't get for the car. Luckily though, we've got new like I said, new grill, headlight bezels. We already installed those. I couldn't help myself. I wanted this thing just looking, we spent like just an afternoon just waxing to see what the paint would look like, and with the new chrome, just to see the bones that are underneath the car. And what came to light was that the body is just so straight on it. I mean, heck, I've bought newer cars than this used that have worse bodies. The motor is just completely trashed, due to neglect and mice, and me running it with a frozen water pump for 15 minutes was pretty hard on it too. So that's why I got a new small block. I got to yank the old one out. I'm gonna see if I can talk the guys into doing that today. I know it is a holiday, MLK, which mad respect for the guy. I love his message. Judge a person on their character, not on their color of skin. Wish we could all be like that, but I digress. Anyway, see if we can talk the guys into helping me yank that motor out, because I haven't done that in a while. At least it is an old paint booth, which has drainage and all sorts of other fun stuff for, so we can reclaim all the fluids in the lower little sump. Let's just call it that, sump. Tranny fluid, oil, all that stuff. God knows how much degreaser is actually in the motor from me. Probably no kidding, about 3 cases of AutoZone brake cleaner and another 2 cases of AutoZone degreaser, and then the gunk, all 3 flavors, original, foamy, and gel. And there's still crap under there. Next video, stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get something maybe posted this evening. Can't promise that. At the end of the day, I still do have a business to run during COVID. And guys, it is stressful. It really is, it is stressful. It just keeps changing. I don't know. But I got 2 guys that work for me that depend upon having a job. And the economy we live in this area. I mean, a high-paying job in this area, no kidding, would be about $14 an hour. That's pretty decent. 14. If you're rich, you're making 18-ish. That would be high. Okay, let's see how it would be around the 18s here. If you made 18 to 22 an hour in this area, you'd have a 4-bedroom house with a pool and all that stuff, because that would only set you back probably about $150K. property taxes on my house I used to have that was a 3-2, recently remodeled, $600 a year. I mean, it's a small economy. So the fact that the minimum wage went up is, I mean, I didn't want to get political. I want to talk about the car, but damn, that's what I like about these live sessions. You never know what'll come out of your mouth. The problem I have is that, I have a guy that's been with me for, quite a while, considering turnover in this industry, because, people either, if they want to further themselves, or they get, say, hey man, I got this opportunity, I can't pass it up. I'm going to give you a glowing reference. I mean, everything to help you further yourself. I will never stand in the way of your future. This guy, his future he wants to be is with this company, and that's why I pay him what I do. And the other guy, he's just part-time, comes in, does it for fun, mostly just to hang out with us and make some money. He is payroll and all that other fun stuff. Obviously, I pay him less because he's not full-time and he's not as well trained as the other guy. Not by any discredit to all of us being around him. I mean, he's competent. That's for sure. But my full-timer, I could just say, go do that patrol car, fire unit, what have you, and he'll get it done with almost no supervision. I still have to get off my ass and do my job. So if this whole federal thing kicks off to where it's 15 an hour, I mean, right now my guys are already my full timer is making about 60% more than I do. At least, yeah, making a little bit more than twice as much as I do. Which is fine. I'm the guy that owns business. I'm not supposed to be rich. All those people out there like, oh, you set your own hours. But the reason why I'm not wearing a mask because I've been here and I'm already here and we're not even open yet because, I'm going through piles of paperwork and emails and whatnot and trying to drum up more business. But how's that fair to that guy that started out from way down here, worked his way all the way up there, and then, so what? I have to bump him up to that and the other guy that just shows up when he feels like it. I don't know, but I digress. I'm really sorry, guys. That's not where I wanted to take this. Is this microphone on? What does this button do? Test 1, 2. I hope the audio is okay, guys. I don't know. Whoop, okay. So anyways, on the LTD, I'm thinking back on track. We're back on track. Let's see, Edelbrock. I think it's Proformer EFI. Performer. It's got P's, R's, and like some M's in it. They're bolt-on manifolded multi-port fuel injection. I was looking at Holley sniper systems. They looked really, really neat. But the problem is I saw more than one occasion where someone posted that the injectors just decided to dump and wash the cylinder walls. I mean, yeah, the full kit's maybe like, about a 900. Okay, the actual unit itself maybe like $600. I'm not going to lose a $2,500 crate motor to no. Not really an Edelbrock guy. They're more GM oriented from what I can see. I mean, well, honestly, what isn't? There ain't a whole lot of us fucking Ford weirdos out there. Then you bolt on, and then I change the gear in the distributor and set the HO firing order, and you just touch her off. Operates off MAP, manifold absolute pressure, I believe. That's what that stands for. Not mass airflow. And a little O2, which, there should still be a bung on there from the factory fuel injection, which I saved the harness and everything off of. So I got the vehicle harness separated from the body harness because I'm trying to retain as much of this car as I can. But I figured it'd just be the dumbest, most futile effort to fix the factory fuel injection. I mean, it worked. I get that. But if I wanted to use that on this new motor, I would have to change the ECM over to one with an HO firing order. I'd have to change the distributor. I would have to find injectors for a fuel injection system that old that are 21 pound an hour, I think, is the minimum I'd need to run. This thing's got a hot cams, heads on it. And then by the time I'm done with it, I still have, early Ford fuel injection system, multi-port that's just, as I said in my video, vacuum leaks everywhere. No, I like simple. It's more gonna be resto mod. No zoomies out the side or the hood, or I was actually thinking about putting a Y end on it, because you can still get a wind blower for small block Fords. And do a blow through or something on it, but then it comes with that hood, and the hood's straight too. There's not a lot of parts for this guy. The other thing I'm considering, as I looked on the forums, is putting 96 to 97 spindles on it, so I could run the bigger brakes, on the newer brakes, but also not have the where I have to keep packing the hub into the rotor all the time every time I want to service it. Hub assemblies are kind of nice. If I'm already in the front end or not, I'm probably gonna leave it alone. No, I'm not, because the damn thing doesn't stop. So I have to do something to the brakes. I honestly don't know if it's a booster issue or, because I think it's so many damn vacuum leaks and all that. Parking brake works, so I know the rear drums are okay. Because I'm not going to do a 99 upgrade. Yes, I know I've bolted all sorts of calipers and stuff on a different Fords, Thunderbirds, Mustangs, Cobras, you name it. It's amazing what it'll just bolt on if you get a bracketed caliper and you're very careful with your grinder. Yes, but it's still got the stock 15s on it. And I got the dog dishes that go over it. So I don't believe twin pistons from like a 99 GT. Yes, I said that right. 99 GT will bolt on and fit. So I don't know. 96, 97, at least I could use, no, that'd be the same, about the same size caliper and rotor, I believe. You know what? I don't know what's worth playing with, but I don't think I ever saw a Mustang with anything smaller than 16s on it in that year. Even the SNs. No, the SNs, I think. No, ooh. Did the SN95 Mustang ever come with 15s? The spare was 15. I don't know. My SN95 had those stupid starfish wheels, and I swapped them out for the twin spokes. I don't know. We're gonna have to look into that, looking bolt pattern and all that stuff. Because but it's just not gonna have the same look. Because there's Steelies, little holes all around that you see on all their cop cars, and there's old school 15 Steelies that they're pressed, and you saw in the old Dodge, the Cornettes and what have you of the applicable era, and the LTDs like Clint Eastwood rocking and Dirty Harry. That's the cool fucking thing about the car, but then I'm also restricted to BF Goodrich radial TAs, which that white lettering. Ooh, that's planned, I think I talked myself into it. All right, original wheels, I got the dog dishes, and then white lettering, BF Goodrich radial TAs, and just midnight black and all the chrome polished out. But I'll have to see what my neighbor next door will do for me on as far as painting the car. And then I'll be owning a black car in New Mexico, which is just horrid. Speaking of horrid, we gutted the interior. I say I did. There's just nothing left. Like it's just rotted. Seats, I tried cleaning them out and redying them, and it's just the material's just worn. It just falls apart in your head. The headliner, I just looked at it wrong and it just crumbled into dust. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for a headliner. I know I'm doing for seats though. I swapped the seats out on my my new F-150 for leather because the cloth seats are just absolute shit. I don't know what automakers, I don't care, Ford, Chevy, Dodge, all of them, these base model cloth seats are just, it's like they're doing this. Like, fuck you, you're gonna take it. You didn't buy a high trim truck. We're gonna make it look nice, give you nice 20s and 4-wheel drive and screen features and shit. But fuck you if you actually want to sit down something comfortable. You have to go all the way up to, Lariat. Or I don't know what the other trim levels are for, like GM. I think LTZ is what they're up to. For leather. What happened to the days when you used to be able to get leather seats were just an option? XLT Explorer, and you're like, oh wow, it's got the leather power seats. But all kinds of shit. I don't know. So I yanked those seats out. I still have the because that's like my daily driver and I want to be comfortable. But I was looking at the seats and I'm like, they bolt to a flat floor. LTD has a flat floor. Take the headrests off and kind of low backs. They're manual. It's Ford part. Yeah, I could probably grab some, seats out of. The floor pans are pretty damn similar. Actually, Jesus, it's the same platform. It was the same platform from 1979 to 2000. I should know this. 13. 13 was the last year of the Crown Vic. Yeah, the one that went to Saudi Arabia. Or was it 11? That's right, it was 11. 2011 was the last Crown Vic. Anywho, yeah, same Panther platform, was it 1979? Yeah, 1979 to 2011. Ford did the same thing with Fox platform, 1979 to 2004. But anywho, yeah, I could probably grab some Grand Marquis or something seats. It looks like grandma's recliner chair there in the front row. Or do something a little different. We're trying to do a little different. At the end of the day, she's going to go back on the road. Definite poor man's resto mod, because we're not rich here, really. Small town, small apartments. Not saying they're bad, not scoffing at what I make, but it's not like you're just gonna yes, I'm gonna order custom interior and have it sent off, and all this. No, we're just gonna break our knuckles and hopefully not throw a rod. It's all fun in this, and we don't have a lift either, so this is going to be very interesting. Probably just have to deal with the one-wheel wonder for a little while. Maybe after I get running driving, depending upon, because everything's all turbulent. We're only 5 miles away from the Air Force Base, which I was originally stationed here back in 2007. That has an auto skills shop. We can throw it up on a lift, maybe do the rear end there, because I'm not doing the one-wheel wonder bullshit. And I'm thinking some 373s would be fun. I'm not going to go 410s because we're in the middle of nowhere. You got to drive on the highway to get anywhere. Tacking it out. So yeah. So we got the motor. We got a new carpet kit. We got a dash cap. So put the dash cap on just to see what it looked like, and it cleaned the whole thing up. Some interior bezels, new old stock sun visors. I thought those were pretty cool. Yeah, as far as parts to make it go, we just have a long block, no fuel injection, no headers. We have an MSD ignition system. Guy threw it in. Try and get that to work with it. I don't know if the Proformer comes with some sort of ignition, because in the Proformer, the Edelbrock EFI kit comes with the distributor. So yeah, we're gonna have to, at a minimum, to put the new motor in, mounts, and some sort of exhaust. Thinking maybe some long tubes for like a 97 Explorer, because let's face it, the LTD is body on shit. I just about did have the same powertrain. .302. Well, I had an E4OD, which is a 4R70W, which, if we go backwards, is AODE, which is AOD. Ding, 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 ding. So essentially, and an 88 rear end. So yeah, yeah, what kind of interference will have, but fuck it. Let's order some headers for a 99 Explorer. Some motor mounts, we at least drop it in there. Ooh, starter motor. What should we do for starter motor? Get like one of those racing starter motors, even though it's not a race car, just so it can sound cool when it starts up. Or just like get a Duralast with its lifetime warranty, so that way when we don't, set the, Bendix gear properly, we can just send it back when we polish off the nose cone on the starter. I don't know, you guys tell me. Gotta look at the small block I bought. I don't think it came with a flex plate. Because I know so much about balancing them out. What's the standard? 50 ounces? Guys, I think I'm just talking to myself right now. And I know I do these live streams like right in the morning when everyone else is like getting to work. So I'm going to have to research that. Because I don't really want to call it, flex plate and off the other motor. Or we'll just, that'd be I'm all for like just the stupid throw the parts at it, make it work thing. You never know what you'll discover or learn. But that's a pretty time consuming guess to make. No, it doesn't have flex plate on it. It doesn't have flex plate bolts either. Torque specs. Word. No, I've thrown a lot of these fuel, back when you used to be able to, there's a great junkyard here. You just go there, $500 and get something that just kind of moved, and we buy a couple of those and cobble them together into one running, driving bastardized piece of 80s Ford truck shit, and just go beat the hell out in the desert. And we threw a lot of those together with just, the Ugga method, motor mounts, all the Ugga flex plate and stuff, maybe one Ugga, bell housing bolts, 2 Ugga. Let's do the Ugga. Or I'll actually buy a torque wrench. Yeah, I think it's 50 ounce flex plate. That's just stuck in here. Or you can get one for the motor to which it came out of, which would be a 95. It came out of an SN95, 1995 Mustang. That's where the block came out of. Kind of weird because I didn't see an SN. Anyways, one place to start. There you are. Wherever you are, there you are. And noticing it's 9:01. I guess it's MLK Day. I thought the guys wanted to work. Neighbors working? Huh. It's a little lonely. Well, happy MLK Day, everybody. Let's see. What kind of flex plate? What starter motor? Ooh, what kind of exhaust manifold? And I'm not going to do anything with the trans for now. I'm done with transmissions. We got Project 2.0. I have this, I'm a Ford guy through and through. If I could not drive a Ford, I would drive a Chevrolet of some version or year. I'm kind of like the 99 to 02s. Oh man, had one. That is. They were just fucking rock solid. He got original motor, original trans, and I shit you not, original brakes. Okay, calipers and rotors on his 2002 2500 HD Duramax. 350,000 miles, and it was actually could have gotten a lot more out of there if his he got the macular degeneration and he into a minivan, into a tractor. Yeah, and made it about another year before the state of California said, "Give me your goddamn driver's license." So, man, I was gonna get that truck too. I'm bought that thing when I was, just a little kid. Not a little kid. Tried to. Anyways, yeah, it was 18 years ago. Anyways, it's dad's pickup. Every son wants dad's pickup. I don't, at least the first one I had was dad's pickup, and that was a Ford. So I don't know. Oh yeah, so Project 2.0 is I have a propensity for buying 96 to 99 Tahoes, and I don't know why I do it. Because I've yet to get one that didn't have catastrophic failure within a minimum of the first 30 days of ownership. Actually, one was a county vehicle for my department, 99. Went to a call, went back, went to a call, 50 miles an hour, wide open throttle, came back, and it's marbles, and then it shot a fucking wrist pin out of the side of the block so hard. We found it. Like 3 parking spots over. It blew pretty hard. And then I bought a 98, one owner. Even had the original floor mat still on there, well kept. That windowed the fucking block on the highway. And then I go and buy this piece of shit with 205,000 miles on it. Because I just had a good feeling. The block on it had a lot of gaskets that would be replaced if you swapped out a small block on it, or short block at a minimum, or a long block. Actually, a long block. You see the nice neoprene for and the aluminum on the manifold gaskets, but the manifolds are original. Like measuring the levels of patina, if you know what I mean. Underneath the truck, it's got a lot of surface rust, but the transmission was shiny. The transfer case was not. I'm like, so the transmission's been redone at some point, or at least been out. And I'm like, that's good. It doesn't match. And maybe I've put about 20 miles on it, and that's just being very generous. And the brakes even though, we drove it from the dirt lot we bought it from to shop, and the brakes are just smoking, like just gushing, Well, fuck, stuck calipers. The thing sat for 5, 6, 7 years. It did. It just sat. It actually, the guy I bought it from, or the shop I bought it from, they wholesaled it to me, and they said, well, it had paint when we were first trying to sell it. I'll tell you a lot. And so that didn't work out great. We replaced the calipers and all that, still doing it. So it's probably ABS pump. Fuck. Brake master leaks. Fuck. It stops. Great. Had great power. I was actually, that's the last vehicle on God's green earth you want to walk sideways, but hey. And then cruising down to the car wash for a second. Wow. Second. Won't shift past second. And I looked up 4L60Es because I don't know why all you Chevy guys give the 4R70 such a hard fucking time. I've seen those go well over 350, 400,000 fucking miles. I've seen one 500,000 miles on it, original. This 4L60, you hear all day, oh yeah, fucking just blew up, replace it, and then it blows up. And in Monster Garage, they put a couple of those in some of the race cars, and they bought 2 because the first one blow up, and they'll say, oh yeah, we're gonna swap it out. That's why I bought 2. The fuck, Although no one's been able to make a good transmission. Yes, I know the Allison, but not the Allison licensed transmission. The actual transmission built by Allison that was put in the sheds. Great transmission. As long as it's actually a genuine Allison and not this new bullshit they're doing. Look it up, where it's a GM transmission, or maybe even a Ford transmission. I know it gets confusing. It'll say Allison on the truck, but it was just a branding deal. kind of like this. Oh, there's a customer. Got to go. Take care, guys. Hi, Jim.